Finding a girlfriend is something that most men struggle with, and I think it's becoming more common for men to struggle with loneliness, and it's something that's going to get worse as time goes on, and it's mostly because of the rise in technology. Everybody just wants to stay inside now. Less and less people are going outside and actually communicating with people. Everybody wants friends and they want to be in a relationship, but the direction that society is moving towards, we just want to be on our devices. Less and less people are actually going outside and communicating with people face to face. And I notice that people are getting better at communicating online. They can express their thoughts clearly. But when it comes to communicating with someone face to face, they don't know what to say. They struggle to communicate their thoughts clearly. Most men don't even know what to say to girls. I once struggled with communication. When there was a girl that I liked, I wouldn't know how to start a conversation with her. I remember I used to ask for advice on what to say to girls, or how to start a conversation, or how to keep a conversation going. And I would think to myself, well, what's the best pickup line? And talking to girls was definitely something that I struggled with. Because when you're talking to them, especially if you're someone that's not very confident, when you're having a conversation with a girl that you're interested in, you're kind of nervous, you're not sure if she likes you, and you think to yourself, well, did I say the right things? And you just question everything. I think it's really difficult to find a girlfriend if you're just the average guy, because if a girl doesn't find you attractive, then she's not going to be interested in you. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's no hope, that you don't stand a chance. If you have enough game and you have a great personality, you'll start to appear more attractive. I've seen average guys with the most beautiful women, but they have such a great personality. They have the confidence. They're fun to be around. They're charismatic, and it makes them appear more attractive. You ever talk to someone that you didn't think was super attractive at first, but then the more you talk to them, the more attractive they become, because they have such a great personality. And really the only way to get better at communicating, to get better at talking to girls, is to talk to more girls. A lot of times talking to girls is just out of your comfort zone, because you don't talk to girls that much. It's something that you're not used to, but you don't struggle to have a conversation with your guy friends. And most of the time, girls just want to have a genuine conversation. It's not about having the best pickup line. The best pickup line is having a genuine conversation. You're not necessarily trying to think about what's the best thing to say. You're just in the moment and you're just having a fun time. You know how when you're talking to your friends, you're in the moment, you're comfortable, you're being yourself. You're not afraid to crack jokes. You really just gotta be yourself from the beginning and be confident and be comfortable and just let the conversation flow naturally. Don't overthink and just go with the vibe. You don't have to think about, well, what am I gonna say? What if I run out of things to say? Don't think about that. Just be in the moment. I think the best way to get better at communicating with people is to just know a lot of things. Then you have more things to talk about. And if you want to know a lot of things, you have to be willing to learn. Have an open mind. That way you could talk about any topic. Because the more you know, the more things that you can talk about. If you don't know a lot of things and you don't know that many topics and you're really just interested in one thing, that's like the only thing you could talk about. When someone brings up something in a conversation, you're not going to have any knowledge. You're not really going to know how to keep the conversation going. I think the best communicators just know a little bit of everything, and they can keep the conversation going regardless of what the topic is. The longer that you're single for and the more rejections that you face, it does lower your confidence. You start to question, am I going to be single forever? And you start to tell yourself that no girls like you. And then the older you get, you start to really doubt yourself. And loneliness starts getting to you. Just having a good paying job and constantly grinding is not enough. There's guys out there that's been grinding for years, that has a good paying job, that has a nice house, and they still struggle with loneliness. They still struggle with finding a girlfriend. I think most men struggle with talking to girls. No matter how much you grind, you have to be working on the right things. If you want a girlfriend and you feel like, well, I've been grinding this whole time, I've been getting my life together, I got a good paying job, I got a house, I got a car, but I just don't have a girlfriend. Well, it's time to work on your communication skills. Having good communication skills is one of the most important things in life. Even if you have a good personality, if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't know how to express your thoughts, no one's gonna know your ideas. No one's gonna know how brilliant of an idea that you have if you can't present it in a convincing way, if you don't know how to communicate your ideas. And that's really the same thing with talking to girls. She won't know how good of a personality that you really have if you can't communicate to her, if you can't talk to her, if you can't have a genuine conversation with her. And having good communication skills will benefit you in every aspect of your life. When it comes to getting jobs, when it comes to job interviews, when it comes to getting a promotion, networking, getting to know people, working in a team, building a friendship, building a relationship, finding a girlfriend. And if you want to make a change in this world, you have to be a good communicator. Think about all the great leaders in the past. They were great communicators. The way they talk, the way they express themselves, made people believe in them. And that's how they made an impact in this world. So it's not even about what topics you should talk about. It's not even about what should you say. You can make anything sound good. You can make anything sound interesting if you make it sound interesting. If you have the right delivery, if you have the right tone, if you have the right expressions, if you communicate in the right way, anything can be interesting. It doesn't matter what you talk about, as long as you know what you're talking about and you have the right delivery. That's all that matters. And finding a girlfriend is not easy, especially if you're not super attractive. I think finding a girlfriend is like looking for a job. Yes, if you don't have the best resume, you might face a lot of rejections, but you just gotta keep looking until you find a job that likes you. So if you're just an average guy and you're not super attractive, you might face a lot of rejections, but you just gotta keep going until you find a girl that you're compatible with. The good thing about this world is everybody likes different things. Everybody has different tastes. So you may not be the most attractive to one person, but someone else can find you really attractive. They might really like your personality and just wants to be around you because they enjoy your company. There's someone out there for everyone. You just got to put in the effort. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. Even if you're super attractive, you might be able to get into a lot of relationships, but that doesn't mean that it's easy to find the right relationship. It's still very difficult to find someone that you're compatible with in a relationship or a marriage that's going to work out. And I think that's the hardest part. Regardless if you're someone that struggles with finding a relationship, or if you're someone that can easily get into a relationship, it's hard to find the right relationship. You might have to go through a lot of breakups before you find the right one. I mean, for some people, you might get lucky and your first relationship is your last. Whatever it is in life that you want, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a good paying job, whatever goals you want to accomplish, you just got to keep going. Nothing in life is going to be easy, but as long as you don't give up, as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep trying, it's possible. And life is all about increasing your chances of success in anything. And whatever it is that you want to do, think about, what can I do to increase my chances of success? And just keep working at it and try to become better than the person you were yesterday, and try to become the best version of yourself. And that's going to give you the best chance at being successful in life.